love and light. Love and light. Whew. Well, we have a full moon, and I'm going to try to do three spreads for the full moon. I'm listening out for any grunts or if I see red eyes because we just recently had a 10-footer gator move on to our side of the lake, so I'm going to be listening. Hopefully this will be a very boring reading as far as the entertainment of me trying to get off of a dock without falling in. Okay, the first, I'm going to use those cards, I'm going to use these. Okay, the first spread is a full moon spread. Goes into what we're going through and the lessons we're going to be learning and what we have to give up and surrender. So please guide us and send us the information we need for the energy of this full moon on what we're experiencing and the lessons we're going to be learning from all of this. Please and thank you. Alrighty. So, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1. All right, put those in. All right, so the first card is going to be about releasing and what we need to release. Deception and envy. So that is a lot of what we're going to be releasing, is a lot of deception. We are living in a time of deception. That's the energy we're working on right now, is releasing that. All right. Retaining. What we're going to be retaining. Temptation. Right now we're facing how one side is dealing with temptation. And we're going to remember this. We're going to learn from this, and it's going to help protect us in the future. And receiving, stand your ground. I hope that light's not bothering anyone. I'm trying it for the first time. I'm not sure how I feel yet. We have stand your ground. And that is something we are receiving now. We're joining groups and we're finding our tribe, and more people are becoming aware of what's going on, and they're standing up. And pretty soon there'll be enough to stand up and say no more. But that is definitely something we are receiving during this full moon and the phases around it at the moment, is we're receiving that power to stand your ground and surrendering. Okay, this is surrendering how and what is going to affect us. We have to surrender to love. Love is what's going to bring us together. Love is what is uniting us and will help us defeat the energies that we are going through right now. So we have to surrender. Surrender to the love. Stop fighting back using their techniques. We have to bring love into it. Okay, and giving. What we should be doing. Recognition and reward. This is what we should be doing. Recognizing what is good for this country, what is good for all, and rewarding those that actually make us a better country. All right, 6 is beginning. Power. The truth is beginning to gain power. We're beginning a whole phase of people coming into power. And as I'm looking at the card, I'm thinking the power from the matriarchy, or not the matriarch, but the patriarchy. We're gaining power over the patriarchy. We're standing up for our tribe, for our pride. We're gaining power to stand up for what is best for everyone. And the lesson, awareness. We can't take things for granted. Now more than ever, everyone's going to become aware of what our country really stands for, what our country really should be, the ideology, what it can be. But that's the lesson that we've learned with the energy that we're going through now. We're learning to be aware and to trust our awareness. I think that one turned out pretty well. That was a full moon spread. The next one I'd like to try is another moon, and it's about a divine message, receiving a divine message. Okay, so call on for guidance on a divine message with the energy of the full moon we're going through right now in this time period. What messages would be best for all concerned and help us with this energy? All right. Okay, let's see. All right, the first one is release. I got the furred and feathered friends. So with this full moon, the energy that is around it. Release. Well, from nature, we've always learned to just release and let go with what we weren't able to control, to live in this moment while we plan for a future. And that's the message I'm getting from this card. The next one is transformation. And we have the transformation card. So, in the energies of this full moon, the transformations we're going through are the transformations. There's really not much more to say than that. It just feels so right. The illumination of what is being revealed. Shine your light. I think that means that we are strong together and we are coming together. And it's revealing that our voices will matter. As we gather together, our voices get stronger and it will matter. It's been illuminating on how many people are willing to stand together and say enough. And the final card is a divine message from the universe. Luminescence. I guess the divine message is to strengthen our hearts, strengthen them, so that when they open up, or as they open up fuller, there's so much room to gather even more light. And where there's so much light, there's even more love. It's never ending. We just keep strengthening it. And that's the divine message. Okay. All right, the final one I want to try. Let me see if I can get to find my cards first. There they are. Alrighty. I'm going to try a third spread. Okay. And it's going to require me to shuffle both decks again and clear them out. And then do something I normally wouldn't do. And I'm going to combine the decks. Considering one's comfortable in my hands and the other's a little bit big, this will be a very interesting experiment. But hey, what is life without changing things up and learning something different and trying things to see if they work or not? Okay, here goes. All right. Okay. This is what it looks like, since they're not the same type of cards, but thought, why not experiment? I can tell you why not. It's not exactly very easy when the cards just aren't the same. Okay, think that's as good as it's going to go. All right, so we'll take one there, two there, there, and okay. All right, interesting pick. All right, so the first one, 3, 4, 5, see. All right, the first one is the theme. The theme comes out to be fire. Wow, it's like through all the purification of everything we're going through, and the strengthening of our chakras and the uniting of our energy. It's like the transformation we're going to go through, the theme is transformation we're going to go through is we're extending our chakras, we're extending our energy. We're getting closer to the Creator. This is making us grow like we're supposed to grow, getting back on track. It's the fire, purification, and the growth from that purification. That's the theme. Okay, the release is the manifestia. We have to release, I'm getting the words propaganda. We have to release all that propaganda that's been manifestating and has manifested. And then we have to release a new manifestation, a more uniting one that brings everyone energy together and uplifts everyone. And our goals, triumph. Our goals is to be triumphant, to obtain our goals and to uplift everyone, to be not a hierarchy and a class war type of civilization, but to be one where those who have help those who don't, and those who don't are able to lift themselves up to where there's a point where there are no more don'ts, where we live where the least among us aren't starving, aren't homeless. The least among us are at least comfortable and able to learn and to live. Okay, and the obstacles to overcome. Life force energy. We have to overcome the obstacles that we have placed on ourselves, the limitations we placed on what we can do. We have to open up the boundaries that we've placed on our own energy. And the lessons, gracious receptivity. The lessons for everything going on, from this cycle carrying on to the next full moon cycle, is to be receptive to receiving help, to not only helping others, but to receive help, to acknowledge that we don't have all the answers. And nothing is working as it should, so nothing is perfect. We have to be able to receive help. If we're able to give help, we have to receive help. And we have to do it with gratitude. Be grateful for what we have, and to be gratefully for what we receive. And that's what this spread was about, was from this to the next full moon, we have to be able to receive the help offered. We have to be very grateful for those offering to help us, and grateful for the help that we can give others. We have to keep pushing through for triumph, working together. Well, I haven't heard the gator, so I'm feeling pretty good. I thought I would go ahead and just do a one draw for sacred activations. For sacred activations under this full moon, may we receive sacred activations for this full moon. Okay. Discernment. The frequency of discernment supports our ability to view the world and the people around us from a place of inner balance and detachment, yet with compassion and wisdom. And with this, listening to the owl under a full moon, and thankfully not having heard the gator, I'm going to wish everyone love and light, and good night.